Hey everyone, Sam Ovens here, and in today's video I want to tell you about the compound interest of success. Now, I'm sure you're aware of compound interest of money where you put money in a bank account, you earn interest on that money, then that interest adds to the principal, and then you earn interest on that new amount. And what happens over time is, it starts to grow and increase exponentially. And Albert Einstein said that one of the greatest inventions of mankind was compound interest. Well, what's cool about compound interest is it doesn't just apply to money. It applies, to a lot of different areas in life. And it's due to something that's called positive feedback loops. Now, if you don't know what positive feedback loops are, you should look them up. They're really fascinating things, and it explains a lot about the world and why it is the way it is. Well, what a positive feedback loop basically is it's a loop where a small change has a compounding effect. So if you have money in a bank account, you earn interest on that, it comes around and it adds again, and then you earn interest on that new amount. So it compounds and grows exponentially over time. Well, positive feedback loops, don't just apply to money in a bank account. They apply to a lot of different things. And a couple of examples are, you can probably think back to when you were at high school in a sports team, and there would have been one kid in that sports team who had a slight advantage and who was slightly better than everyone else in the sports team. Well, that slight advantage at first would have just been small, but what would happen very quickly is the coach would favor that kid. He would give him more of his attention during trainings. He would get preferred positions in the sports team. He'd also get more game time. He'd also get more support from the sidelines and more support from his own team members. And that small advantage just attracts more success. And over time that starts to compound. As his teammates and his coach tells him that you're really good, he starts to think I'm really good, starts to play better, and then that increase gets bigger and bigger, and it just keeps compounding and compounding. And this is how superstar athletes get to where they are. They start with a small advantage, and then due to positive feedback loops, it starts cascading and compounding over time. Now, another completely different example, just to explain how positive feedback loops work, is you could have a pond with goldfish in it, and if there is one goldfish that has a slight size advantage over the other goldfish, just ever so slight, well, that goldfish will be able to fight off other goldfish when they're being fed food, and he'll be the leader in that pond, which will mean that he'll have access to more food, and over time he'll grow exponentially. And scientists have done studies. They look at a pond full of goldfish, or they look at a group of animals, and the one that has the slight size increase, if they come back in a few months, that animal has a huge size increase. And this is due to positive feedback loops, the same thing that's going on with money and interest in your bank account. Now, why this is important to you, there's a point to this video today. Why this is important to you is what you've got to understand is you only need a slight increase and a slight improvement over everyone else or your competition before positive feedback loops start to take effect. If you're in a sports team, or if you're in business, or if you're a consultant or anything, or if you have a software product, you only need to have a slight edge over everyone else before positive feedback loops start to take effect. My advice to you is, whatever you're in, whether it's sports, whether you've got a job, or whether you've got a business, is instead of looking at everyone that's at the top and thinking, wow, they're so much further away from me, just look at what you can do right now to get a slight improvement over everyone else, because I can tell you that positive feedback loops will distort that improvement that you have over time, and you'll start to earn compound interest on your own success. So that's it for today's video, and what I want you to do this week is go out there and get an edge in whatever it is that you do. Now, if you're watching this video anywhere else other than my blog, go to samovens.com right now. That's where more videos like this are, and that's where the comment section is. And if you've liked this video, what I want you to do is hit that Facebook like button and leave me something in the comment section. I check all of the comments myself and I respond to them. Thanks for watching.